Imagine, one day you wake up and find that all this COVID nightmare was only a terrifying dream. And suddenly, we got back to our normal life. Schools, works, friends, families, even your loved one. How wonderful would it be, right? And I guess it's everybody's dream right now. The honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, standing in front of you all, I, Maretta Ardelia from Taruna Nusantara Senior High School. Today, I'd like to give you perspective regarding our education situation during this pandemic as a student, as a young generation. Here's the thing. From 2020 until now, there are more than 4 million cases of COVID in Indonesia. And this impacts the 2019-2020 school year, in which there are 150,000 students from elementary until high school that drop out from school. And this is as a result of the pandemic. One of my friends, a close friend, he is smart, he is kind, he is cheerful, he has a comfortable life, or another way you can say that he has everything that he needs. Unfortunately, during this pandemic, during this social learning, he changed into another person that I don't even know anymore. He never answered my calls, he absent from class, and until one day, we all know that he is depressed because of this pandemic, because he cannot socialize with people. And he is only one example on how this pandemic impacts students' behavior, students' social life. Imagine if this thing happens to those who are living under poverty. No interaction, no facilities. Things to remember. In this pandemic situation, those who can still attend online school should be filled with gratitude. Well, maybe some of us may think that online schools are ineffective, online schools are annoying, but before this mind gets into our mind further, we need to remind ourselves that not everyone is as lucky as we are. There are even some of us that need to cut off school, not because they want to, but because of the limited facility that stops them from going to school. And here today, I'm going to tell you why accelerating vaccine distribution in educational field is crucial. Number one, the existence of unequal facilities. Lots of stories are exposed on how Indonesian students need to walk far away for tons of kilometers only to use computers and also internet connection in their village, and even in the end, it's not reliable at all. And this causes them miss so many lessons that the teacher have been teaching us. And as a consequence of that, my school decided to fly them to Jakarta so they can attend offline school and get a proper education and get a better quality of learning. And the number two, how it impacts the students' social behavior. Apart from limited facilities, education is not only about academic material that the teacher teaches us, but it's also about the non-academic material such as social learning, socializing, which we cannot apply these days because of this pandemic. And not to mention that both aspects, academic and non-academic, are both related. Why is so? First, non-academic thing, well, socializing will help us to make our network, will build our network for the future, as well as our academic material is our basis to reach our dreams later on in the future. Secondly, socializing will help us to reduce our stress. Moreover, in this pandemic situation, students give us so many assignments, and not only few of us, not only few students that feel depressed and also stressed. And ladies and gentlemen, do you know, by socializing will help us reduce our stress. The spark that we get when we give each other a hug or even only shake hands with people will help our body to produce oxytocin that will help us reduce our stress. And the last one, the third one, making interaction, such as doing a group discussion, will help students understand more about the material that they learn. And then the second question is whether the offline school can be implemented under the education under the pandemic situation right now. And absolutely yes, with two things: health protocol and accelerating vaccine distribution. And it is also way too risky if we go to offline school only depending on the protocol. Bearing in mind, it is way too dangerous and it is way too risky without the vaccine. Students like us will be so excited and cannot manage our excitement on doing interaction with people. And if this kind of thing happens, maybe we could neglect the health protocol. And if this kind of thing happens, there will be increase in the COVID case in Indonesia, and this will also jeopardize Indonesian people as well. And accelerating vaccination will help us to minimize this kind of risk. And schools and government could work together to make this thing happen. But how specifically? Governments could give schools more vaccine supplies all over Indonesia, and students can get their vaccine in their schools, and this will be more fair and also be more efficient. And in no time, students can get back to school and attend offline school and get a proper education, better quality of learning. Last but not least, in this circumstance, people must realize and also accept that we are going to live together with this virus. Thus, the adaptation of living is the key. Students' education, our education, cannot be neglected anymore. We are running out of time. We are having limited golden age to grow up. Once, Herbert Hoover, the 31st President of the United States, stated, "The advancement of knowledge must be translated into increased health and education for the children." That's all from me. Thank you for listening. Stay healthy and stay safe, everyone.